plans and a 3D model for this rubber band gun are freely available for download in the video description. I'll now put it all together so you can figure out how it works. We'll start with the barrel latch. It should be made of hardwood with a little spring set into it. This piece goes into this slotted block. And a pin holds it in place. Just a cut down piece of nail as usual. You will have to poke that spring into position so that it doesn't buckle. Barrel drops into position. Notice that little tab on the back so that it doesn't just pull straight out the front. You can also see the locking recess cut into the bottom of it. You will need to put spacers on all the moving parts. I've used little pieces of plastic tube, but washers will work just as well. The releaser here is a doubled over piece of 6mm plywood. And there's a little nail in it for an extension spring. More spacers for the lever. That brass piece is there to act as a bolt handle and to make it all a bit heavier. So a small washer and a spacer for this one. And as I mentioned earlier, an extension spring. You can use a rubber band if you really want, but you'll find yourself having to take it apart and replace it all the time. So if you get a small diameter extension spring, you'll be much better off. The trigger again has another light spring in it, and that just drops in. The rotor is a nice easy square out of more plywood. All those bits in, you can put the side plate on and screw it into place. I do suggest gluing a little plate to the stock to act as a spacer for the hinge. Any small hinge will do, just screw it into place. The stock is held by another extension spring, but this one should be much heavier. This metal sleeve in the magazine is probably unnecessary. That magazine just bolts into place. Followed by a washer and a locking nut so that it doesn't loosen off. Alternatively, you could use Loctite and tighten that down until it moves easily but not freely. Just like that. Loading it is pretty easy. It's best to have the barrel retracted and just hook a size 16 rubber band from the muzzle back to the rotor. Click the rotor back and keep going. I find it works best with 12 rubber bands.